So you're thinking about moving to New City, New York? In this video, we're going to show you around the city. We will take you to some neighborhoods and show you some different price points of different homes so you can see what may be a good fit for your budget. If you stick around until the end, I will share with you the best kept secrets of this neighborhood that you definitely don't want to miss. If this is your first time in our channel and you want to know everything about living in New City, New York, which is just located 30 minutes from the Big Apple, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first one to know about any current market in New City and all its surrounding neighborhoods.
A wealthy suburb of New York City. The hamlet is located only 18 miles north of the city at its closest point from Riverdale in the Bronx. Within Rockland County, New City is located north of Bardonia, northeast of Nanuet, east of New Square and New Hampstead, south of Gardnerville and the village of Haverstraw, and west of Congers across the Lake DeForest. New City's population was 35,100 and the census in 2020, making it the 14th most populous hamlet in the state of New York.
New City was formed in 1798 when Rockland County was incorporated as a separate county from the south portion of Orange County. With the formation of a new county, there were needs for a new county seat. The central location of New City was a very convenient location for a county seat. So since travel in 1798 was a little difficult and the existing main towns in the county were not very centrally located. The community got its name because the founding fathers envisioned a new city when forming the new county. New City remained rural in character until the 1950s, given the opening of the Tappan Zee Bridge and the Palisade Parkway. It made then traveling between New York City and Rockland County a little faster, a little better, and a little easier. Many former New York City residents migrated to Rockland, which transformed New City from a very quiet community to a populated suburbs of the New York City. Along with residential development increased rapidly as well in the town. The downtown area became a home to many banks, retail and real estate companies, as well as restaurants, shops, movie theaters, bars, and many other forms of entertainment. Certain parts of the South, such as South Mountain Road and Lucille Lake, have been preserved and remain quiet, wooded, historic of wealth neighborhoods. So there is still a little bit of everything. Those who like the wooded section have the wooded section. Those who want to be closer to the downtown can do it as well. New City has experienced rapid development, increasing by over 35 times in populations between 1950s and the 1980s, yielding a wealthy, stable tax base. The downtown area in the county seat is one of the main business districts in the county, and it attracts a large daytime population of workers, residents, and visitors. The neighborhood towards the center of the town are mostly middle class. This is in the Heritage area and located within local distance from most of the New City main attractions. This neighborhood are more densely populated than the outskirts of town. Despite booming development, many upper middle and upper class residential areas are the outskirts of the town, particularly on the northern side. These areas have remained very tranquil and comprised with wooded acres, winding roads, stone walls, trees, lakes, and many streams. New City has many parks and trails that you can take advantage of. Depending on how comfortable you are with the wooded area or the most populated area, we have about 9 different parks that you can enjoy from. New City is a very extended area composed of different neighborhoods. These many neighborhoods, I will try to do my best to mention all of them, and starting with Bremen, which is a middle class neighborhood just south of the downtown area. We have the Brownsville Corner, a community towards the northern side of the town by Succour Park, part of the north of the city, condominiums, which is close to the golf course, and it's a good starting point of the more wooded areas. We have also the Camelot, which is a wealthy neighborhood towards the eastern side of town that was established in the early 21st century. It is also known for its castle-like mansion homes. We have the Centenary, also known as the Harbors, community on the northeastern side of the town of, and it's just south of Haverstraw. We have the Dalewood Park, which is an upper middle class neighborhood towards the northern side of town of South Lake Lucille. Like I mentioned before, Lake Lucille is a preserved area, so we have a more wooded community there. The downtown New City is more of the business district towards the center of the town. While mostly commercial, it does feature a small amount of residential structure, including some houses, apartment buildings, and townhomes. We have Fielton, which is a wealthy neighborhood on the southeastern side of town, along with Lake DeForest. We also have the hamlets of Rockland, commonly known as just the hamlets, a neighborhood of which 1/3 is within New City, and it makes border the other third with an area of Nanuet. We also have Lake Lucille, an upper middle class neighborhood on the northern side of town, adjacent to the lake of the same name. We have Lawton Plains neighborhood, which is a middle class neighborhood next to Route 304. Most residents in this area work in the Hudson Valley or commute to New York City. Then we have Mount Vernon, which is a minor and middle class neighborhood towards the center of the town, north of Omni Court. Over there, we're going to find more of townhouses and apartments buildings. We have Middlesex, which is high development and upper middle class neighborhood located between Phillips Hill Road and New Hampstead around exit 11. This development also shares a community feel for sports and events in this section area. We have also the New City Condominiums or Heritage Drive, which is a lower middle class neighborhood, 0.8 mile north of the downtown area. New City Gardens, which is a working class neighborhood towards the center of the town, just east of Omni Court. Then we have New City Park, communities southwest of the downtown area, known for its man-made lake and small town atmosphere. So those of you who like to be around the water, that might be a good area. Then we have Oak Brook, a community on the southwest side of town, making border also with Nanuet. Then we have the other side of Phillips Road, which is an upper middle class neighborhood between New Hampstead and Main Street. This area's historic road is known for its wooded natural settings, large stream, ponds, and waterfalls. Then we have the Dells, a development on the north side of town, the east border of the Paramount Country, which is a golf club that is very well known and very nice actually to go to. Then we have the Promenade, an upper middle class neighborhood towards the north and south of town. And the Woods, a wealthy neighborhood on the southeastern side of town, centered on Westerly Drive and Pepper Ridge Drive. This is a very wealthy private neighborhood north of Lake Lucille. And then we have the South Mountain Road, which is a 2-lane winding historic road with squatter gardens and a senior community towards the center of the toll. We have Tarry Hills, which is an upper middle class neighborhood towards the northern side of town, and Tor Terrace and Smith Farm, which is a wealthy neighborhood towards the northern side of town, located just a little off of Little Tor Road. The forest area where the water is at, we have access to the lake that borders with Congress. For those parents who are actually concerned about getting assistance for kids who have special needs, this is one of the greatest, and I bring it close to my heart. This is Dawanio with the new building, providing assistance from early intervention all throughout adulthood, as well as BOCES have many different programs that we can appreciate and use in our area. As you now know, New City is a pretty extended area, and you may be wondering about the school district, but don't you worry, we got you. Clarkstown Central School District is comprised of 7,800 students from grade K to 12 with a student-teacher ratio of 12:1. According to the state test scores, 72% of students are at least proficient in math and 75% in reading. The district operates 13 schools servicing students in much of the towns of Clarkstown, including the hamlets and most neighborhood, as well as the village of New City. It also includes Bardonia, Congers, West Nyack, and a portion of Nanuet and Valley Cottage. Out of the 13 schools, we have 10 elementary schools, including Lakewood Elementary, Lauren Plains, Link Elementary, Little Tor Elementary, New City Elementary, Strotown Elementary, West Nyack Elementary, Woodglen Elementary, Bardonia Elementary, and Birchwood Elementary School. Then we have one middle school, which is Felix Fiesta, with an amazing campus. And we have two high schools, including Clarkstown South and Clarkstown North. New City has many plazas. As to one of them, you can find anything and everything in them. This is just a sample of what they could look like. You have the Great American Cookies, the Time Nails, the New Cleaners, and there's many just on the main street, different ones, all in larger in size than many other of the towns that we have around. And you can find anything and everything. You have the restaurants, you have anything you need, basically. And as you know, I'm a foodie. Today, we are not going to a restaurant. We're going to a market called Back to Earth that they have all natural, amazing food. Follow me. As soon as you walk in, you can smell the fruits. You can enjoy the food that they have. I feel like biting one. So in this marketplace, you have all the fruits, everything is organic, and then if we go to the back, we're gonna find a gem. And everything is organic. Ta-da! I love the sandwiches from here. Now let's see a few homes and what I can get for what price. So over here, we're going to take a quick look as to what's out here in New City, right? We are going to go for the slow numbers such as 300 to 500. Nothing. So you can tell there's not even any townhomes or condos, which are the ones that are in that price point. Then if we want to look into the 500 to the 900s, then we have something, right? We have right here a New City property for 575. Let's take a quick look at it. Very nice home. It's a K-cup, has good yard, good space. There we go. It has a tight entryway, but you know that you have your lower level, your living room space. It needs some love. You can tell is freshly painted, well maintained. This is what you can get in the low pricing of the 500s in New City. It's not a fully updated, you know, it's a little outdated in there. We can appreciate it doesn't have central AC. The ceilings are a little bit lower. That's normal for K-cups opportunities. And it has the old style flooring as well. That's that for that one. Then we can go back and see something more in the middle, like in the 700s. Let's check out something $699. This is almost $700. We have a colonial style home with about 2,000 plus square footage. That's a good size home right in there. It's a little outdated, but because of the size, it might make sense. You can see and appreciate that the kitchen is bigger than the previous one that we saw. We just need to make updates in this one. I'm not a fan of the wallpaper, but that's easy to take and fix, right? Then we have a nice division to the downstairs and the main level. You can appreciate the foyer as well, has more space in between. A nice and big living room space. Then the dining room has quite the opportunity. These are the things that you can obtain in New City in the 700 price point. Is the space and the location what you're actually paying for. The house needs to be updated. The rooms. Okay, so we can appreciate that. This is the basement space, the lower level, which you can see is above ground. It's not underground, which is nice. It has this outdoor walkway. It has a bathroom and all. Paneling, I'm not a fan, but some people like it. And you have a walkout basement. Pretty cool. Then if we go to a much higher price point, then we can see what it has to offer. This one is 22 square feet. Has a nice yard, is already fenced in. It also has a pool, so those are things that add value, right? Entryway. We have the living room space. So taking away their style, because I think the actual furniture is what's making the space look less appealing. When we take into consideration the actual condition of the home and the size is pretty good. Then you have a more updated kitchen space over here with eating kitchen, besides having your formal dining area. Very nice, all the appliances. Then you can appreciate nice room sizes with skylights. Second room. Office space. You have a kitchenette as well in the lower level. That's nice. That's a good feature to have for those who have extended family living with them, or is planning on having extended family. And the bathrooms are in good shape. This is what it can get you on that price point. Okay, so it's just an idea as to what we can obtain. New City is high end. Prices are a little bit different in here than other towns that might be a little bit further up in the Rockland County area. Now, if we go to the more luxe pricing, then you're going to be able to have bigger homes. This one, for example, is right behind Lake DeForest. You have an in-ground pool, very nice maintained house. You can appreciate everything is more well kept, and the size of the home also. The curve appeal is magnificent. Look at that entryway. It's beautiful with skylights over it. That's just a foyer. And then spaces in between the houses. Your great room has a lot of natural lighting, high sky ceilings. These are the different things that you can get and appreciate when you have a bigger price point. And that's it, folks. That's what you can get, different pricing in Rockland County, New City, New York. So if you're still thinking about moving to Rockland County, don't hesitate to reach out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.